Hi, I'm Stephanie Heydt. I'm the Margaret and Terry Stent Curator of American Art here at the High Museum, and I'm talking today about Joseph Stella's Purissima from 1927. Joseph Stella was born in 1877 in a small town in southern Italy, and he came to the United States as a young man. What he becomes known for early on in his career are his paintings of New York, his new adopted homeland. But he's always thinking about Italy and yearning to return. He gets the chance in 1909, and he goes back and studies voraciously the old masters and thinks a lot about where he's from and how that's impacted his identity. He returns again throughout the 1920s, and our painting Purissima is from one of these visits. And what Stella is referencing here are very likely memories of the experiences he had as a child in the Catholic traditions. In the small towns of Italy, there were often processionals in which effigies of the Madonna were carried through town, and this very much looks like that kind of stiff and yet beautifully adorned type of effigy that he would have been familiar with from his childhood. So Stella very deliberately sets these Madonnas, and he makes about 3 of them throughout the 1920s. He deliberately sets them within an identifiable Italian landscape. You can see here the profiles of the mountains that surround the Bay of Naples, and of course the detail of Mount Vesuvius, which was one of the most recognizable features in the Italian landscape. So we would read this figure as a Madonna figure, and of course you'd expect to see her in a church or other sort of architectural enclosure. But of course Stella places her into this stylized outdoor setting and surrounds her with these different forms of birds and flowers that actually come together to create this architecture of nature. I think when you first encounter this painting, your sense of it is that it's in balance and there's a harmony, which there is for sure. But also Stella reminds us that there are differences in nature. He shows the animals on either side as slightly different, such as the 2 herons, or the details of the flowers that surround her. Nothing is exactly like the other. I especially love the detail of the 3 lilies that surround the halo of the Madonna herself. You can see that each is in a different sort of moment of bloom, which suggests in a way the passage of time, as do the 2 palms that are on either side of the Madonna. One is in full bloom, fully open, while the other one is closed. At the time that Stella painted it, critics didn't really understand what he was doing with this imagery that felt almost religious to the outsider. For Stella, I think it was a real spiritual and personal exploration that comes across to me as joyous and full of light and nature. So I hope you'll come to the High Museum to see our Purissima. It will reward close looking, and I guarantee you'll find something new every time.